Hi everyone. In this video, I will walk you through the latest updates by OpenAI. They have released some text embedding models, made some changes to their pricing and so on. So I will walk you through the updates and explain them in easier wording so you don't have to go through technicals. Before we jump in, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have lots of videos related to OpenAI APIs and implementing different concepts, and I hope it's going to be helpful. In future, I will keep making videos about AI, maybe exposing some stuff and sharing opportunities with you guys on how to make money and so on. Anyway, let's jump right into this video. Okay, in these new updates, OpenAI has released 4 different things. These two are of no interest, so I will be focusing on these two that says 2 new embedding models and update to GPT-4 Turbo Preview model. Let's go through this update and see what's inside. They are releasing 2 different models for text embeddings. That's called text embedding 3 small and text embedding 3 large. In a nutshell, embedding model is one that takes a text as an input, and as a result it converts that text into a vector, a large vector. So basically that vector is a mathematical number that represents the actual string. So previously there was text embedding Ada O2 model. It was good at that time, but now with these new models, OpenAI claims that these new models have stronger performance and also the price is reduced, which is great. So I will not get into these numbers that says 31.4% to 44%. They means nothing to me. All we would focus is the overview of what's changed as compared to the previous model. So basically, this text embedding 3 small model is much more efficient, and the large one, of course, as we can understand by the name, it is going to be more accurate, but it may require more processing power and so on. Another important thing to focus on is this number of dimension. It's 3072 dimensions. So this old model would take a text as input and generate a vector representation of a dimension 1475 if I'm not mistaken. But in this new model, as you can see, it clearly says you can have a vector of dimension 3072, which means the accuracy is almost doubled as compared to the previous one. That's because the accuracy of a text embedding model is directly proportional to the dimension length, right? So it is not a categorical statement. Actually, it is just what I'm saying by looking at this information. Okay, so let's scroll down. There are lots of benchmarks and so on. All of this is very boring. I'm not concerned with any of these. Here we can see, okay, text embedding ADA V2. It was the old model. The vector dimension was 1536. I was mistaken previously. Now this text embedding 3 small model, it can generate a vector of a dimension 512 to 1536. So we can actually control the length of the dimension. I mean, it's a very nice feature. Especially developers might understand what I mean by this. So for text embedding 3 large, we can have the dimension in these ranges, I believe. Maybe, I think it is like you can have either 256, 1024 or 3072. I'm not sure, we can test it, but at least we get to know that we can control the length of the dimension for a vector. Okay, down here they are stating that they have updated GPT 3.5 Turbo model and also lowered its price. And this new model is called GPT 3.5 Turbo 0125. And the price is reduced by 25%, which is not bad actually. Okay, down here we have GPT-4 Turbo Preview model, and they have updated it. They said over 70% of requests from GPT-4 API were shifted towards GPT-4 Turbo Preview model because of its context length and lower pricing, and for some other reasons as well. The new model they have released is called GPT-4 0125 Preview. They have fixed some bugs as well, such as this one that says bug impacting non-English UTF-8 generations. Okay, this was the only update for GPT-4 Turbo Preview, and then they have some update regarding the moderation model. So basically the moderation model are those that make sure that the content the user is giving as input or whatever is generated as output and so on, it complies within the policy. I mean, whether the content that is coming is safe or not at all, such as adult content or bad language or for political use or some others. And the most exciting update to me is this one that says new ways to understand API usage and manage API keys. So previously you would just generate an API key, and no matter in how many application it is being used, all the pricing would combine together, and it was very hard for us to just estimate how much is it costing for us, what should be our application pricing model and so on. But now they have given control to the user that you can create an API key and you can track the record for each API key. So it's very great actually. Like you have three different applications, let's suppose, and for each one you are using different API. Now you can track the cost separately among all of them. I don't know if it was previously there, but I haven't found it if it was actually. Finally, they're saying in the coming months, we plan to further improve the ability for developers to view their API usage and manage API keys, especially in larger organizations. Okay, so these were some updates by OpenAI. It was nice to hear actually. It wasn't too much, but there is a lot to come in the near future. Before you leave this video, make sure you are subscribing to the channel and also checking out the other content I have on this channel. And let's grow together, guys. Thank you so much.